I have always been the type of person that puts other people first, and I think that that's one of the great qualities of a leader.
Well, she's certainly prettier than I am, so that's easy. I think it goes back to what my button says. Experience counts.
I do believe experience counts, but it's not a substitute for good judgment. And Mr. Neal is right in saying that he's been mayor for 8 years, county judge for 4 years, but in these 12 years, we have not, as he mentioned, grown to the degree that our neighbors to the north, our neighbors to the south, our neighbors to the west. And that in itself should be a turning point for all the voters out there, because can we afford another 4 years? Are we better off now than we were 4 years ago? That's a question that we really have to ask ourselves, and a question that really has to be examined. You know, our neighbors to the north, Victoria, just recently acquired 500 jobs when Caterpillar chose to have them as their home. You know, where was Loyd in these type of negotiations? We need to realize also that, you know, our county should be put in a position of growth. We need to move forward. We need to, you know, he mentioned the $9 million of technology, but the reality is that we are so far behind. Some of our computer systems are 15 years old. Also, one of the things is Google. They actually put out a communities request for information, and it was overwhelmingly accepted through communities around the nation. Where were we when this request was proposed?
I'm frequently asked when people come to town, and even by the people that live here. As an African American, I'm asked. They come to me for leadership and to answer questions. Where are the African Americans when it comes to employment, when it comes to being appointed to boards and commissions? What are we going to do to make it attractive, even for people coming out of town that want to come here and get a job, to feel like they have an opportunity, a chance of gaining employment here in this city and county?
Well, I haven't had the opportunity of making any appointments as of yet, but I can guarantee you that I'm a person that am not biased to by any means. I've actually been in contact with leaders in the community. I've actually been in contact with folks that are members of the group Blacks in Government, and I've also been in contact with the president of the NAACP. And so with that being said, I believe that having diversity in our area is what makes us who we are, and so I'm ready to do that, and I'm ready to work with everybody.
I think if you go back and look at my record when I was mayor, the city council and I have made more appointments in the African American community to key leadership positions in boards and commissions than had ever been done in the city of Corpus Christi. Did we do enough? No. Are we doing enough now at the Commissioner's Court level? I don't know yet, quite frankly. We don't make near the appointments that the city does. We don't have all those boards and commissions. And when we do make appointments, it's very, very competitive.
Las Braces is a pretty controversial subject, yet it can have a major economic impact on our area. Each of you, what is your position on it and why?
I think I'm first. I'll take that.
What was the entire
Las Braces. As you know, the Commissioner's Court voted to amend our abatement policy to try to attract those jobs. This is a huge economic, possible economic development, job creator for our community. They have a problem. They have to get that permit. Our abatement policy was contingent upon them getting that permit. I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you what the science is or isn't, but I can tell you this. If they get their permit, Nueces County is going to support that. We're supporting it with a 10-year abatement plan. We're supporting it for jobs. We're talking about job creation. This is a $3 billion impact in this community, largest single investment possibility in the history of Nueces County. We're going to support that. If they don't get their permit, doesn't matter. So we're not going to judge whether the permit is given or not. We have made a firm decision. We're going to support them if they get their permit. And there are environmental issues out there, and I know that, and they have to be solved. But those jobs would make a terrific difference in the future going forward in this community, and we're supporting it, subject to the permit.
I support tax abatements to companies that are going to come in to our area and bring economic prosperity. But when you put together the Holas Brisas issue, the numbers just really don't add up. Yes, they're going to be bringing in billions of dollars into the area and are supposed to be bringing in between 400 to 500 temporary jobs and then 80 permanent jobs. I believe that everybody should be given equal opportunity, and I also respect what TCEQ will rule. But in my opinion, putting our economy before the health of our citizens is an issue that I have.
Senator, it's always good to see you. I thank you for letting me be here. I want to continue this job. I think many of you I know personally. We have come a long way. We have a long way to go. We're not going to give up, but we are going to manage, if you re-elect me, we're going to manage your money well, and we're going to continue to do everything we can to grow this region regionally in regional cooperation. I'm asking for your support. We are at the pinnacle of where we need to be going forward. And I think we have this great, unique opportunity to come together again as a community with firm leadership and with leadership who has a vision for this area, and I certainly have that, and I've shared it with you today. And I'm asking for your support in the re-election. I think we can continue to do some really good things. And if I had an hour, I'd tell you what I did when I was mayor. That doesn't seem to remember things, but I will be glad for you to support me, and I hope that you can continue to support me in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez.
And again, thank you for inviting me here today. I ask you for your support as well. I think that we've been talking about here 8 years, plus 4 years, 12 years, and we're just now getting ready to get started. I think that's too much time to say that, that we need more time. How much more time do we need to move this community forward? I'm ready to come in and get the job done and move this community forward. That is why I ask you for your support and your vote this November 2nd. Make no mistake, I may be 31 years old, but I have the heart of a warrior, and I am ready to do what is best for this community, and I have the interest of our community first at hand. Thank you.
Thank you.